All right, Pastor Hovind, continuing Bible questions on May the 22nd, and there are many, many, many people that are just waiting to hear that you're out of prison, and I know you're one of them. You're probably, the most interested in that topic, Pastor Hovind. But in the meantime, we will continue to onward Christian soldiers, and lots of Bible questions are pouring in, and we're praying for the day you get to walk out of that prison and go back to your family and get a breath of fresh air and a home-cooked meal.
I'm real ready. Go ahead, Rutherford.
All right, here we go. Pastor Hovind, this comes in from Alan, and Alan writes, I can't say how thrilled I am to know that Kent will be free soon. There's no doubt in my mind that this is breaking open the floodgates, and the war against the enemy is going to escalate exponentially in the coming days. Let us rejoice as a 5-star general for the Lord rejoins the front lines after fulfilling the mission the Lord sent him on behind bars. My question, in Kent's opening in his debate versus William Moore, he said something about how Noah took 7 of the few certain types, not kinds, but animals/species. Can you please explain on this a bit and elaborate about the differences between terminology in terms of kinds and types? I might have types wrong. Kent, maybe you used a different word. And then he has another question, but I'll pause there.
Interesting. In the book of Genesis chapter 1, it uses the word kind 10 times. When you get to the story of the flood in chapter 6, 7, and 8, it uses kind and sort, S-O-R-T. I don't think it uses the word type, but again, it uses it 10 times, those 2 words in the flood story. I think it's probably meaning the same thing, but you never know. There may be a subtle difference, but obviously a dog and a wolf are the same kind of animal, and a dog and a banana are not the same kind of life form. So I think a 5-year-old kid can tell you in most instances what is the same kind, as opposed to different species. So in evolution theory, they have everything coming, all variety, all species coming from one rock, or maybe several rocks. So I think that's extremely stupid, but that's what they believe, and they're welcome to believe that. So if I use the word type, it might have been just in talking, because that's the same type of animal. A dog and a wolf are the same type of animal, same kind, same sort. In my thinking, those would be synonyms, meaning the same or very, very similar to the same. So I wouldn't have any more to add to it than that. He did take 7 of some, because later they were used for sacrifices. Some of them were after the flood, and of course, if you only got 2 and you kill one, that creates a problem for that variety of animal from then on. But it might have been he took 7 of the clean, and I have always puzzled, how did they know clean from unclean in the early part of Genesis before that was even given to them in the book of Leviticus, what was clean and what was unclean. So apparently it was just always known that the pig is unclean and the cow is clean or something like that. But then it was just kind of codified or put into writing back with Moses 1,000 years after the flood. But bottom line is he brought 7 of the clean, whatever that was, on the ark, either for sacrifices or to give them a jump start on building their population faster. All right, hope that, or maybe for food, because now they're allowed to eat those animals, actually eat anything after the flood. Thank you for the question.
All right, thank you, Pastor Hovind. Alan continues to write, another question on a more personal level. I'm a single father working a blue-collar job and don't see myself relocating anytime soon, but I want to join Kent's ministry and I want to help. Can you please help me get started? The PowerPoint slides and tutorial sounds interesting. I don't know if I'd be able to get a group together to watch your presentation though. This is just a plea to offer help. I am very passionate about Kent's plight and teachings and am behind Kent's ministry 100%, and I feel a strong pull upon my spirit to help. Also, please pray for the healing of my mother's broken shoulder and arm, and that comes from Alan.
All right. Well, Alan, thank you so much for the question, and I would be thrilled to help anybody start a creation ministry. I don't know that there's a wrong way to do it. Maybe there is, but I don't know. Just get out and do it, you know. Here's a couple of quick ideas. There was a guy outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I forget the suburb now, but I would remember if I heard it on the west side of Milwaukee. He had a walkout basement in his house. he developed the whole basement into a creation museum. He built tables, display tables, and had kind of activities and stuff. And they brought in school groups, and it just did an amazing, wonderful job just in the basement of his house. He told me he spent about $10,000 total on everything, the displays, the posters, the activities, and tables and everything for this. So you could really build a mini creation museum, a teaching center, any place. And probably every city in America needs one. You could do what Jerry Purtell did in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's the director of the Child Evangelism Fellowship. He took a large box trailer like you would haul a race car in. He got the biggest one he could find, just a plain box trailer, and built benches down the sides inside. The benches he's going to turn it into a movie theater. So a video projector hangs from the ceiling about halfway back and shines on the screen at the front. And then the benches are built so they slowly taper up and taper in. If they're just all the same dimension, the guy at the back can't see over the heads of everybody, but with that taper, it ends up, they could all see. The benches opened up, and inside he stored all of his displays that he was going to pass around. And he air-conditioned this thing, runs a generator 50 feet away or 100 feet away, and runs a cable.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Anyway, he parks this thing at carnivals all over Louisiana. He has 2 of these things, and shows a creation movie, a 10-minute movie, and teaches on creation. All around the walls, he's got fossils and posters, and on the outside it's painted with dinosaurs, a big inflatable dinosaur on the roof. And you could go talk to Jerry Purtell in Baton Rouge. Anybody could do that. They would need thousands of those going around the country. Set up at a beach or a parking lot or a mall and just teach creation to anybody who'll come listen. Let me call back and I'll give you some more ideas.
Okay, Pastor Hovnd, looking forward to it. All right, Pastor Hovnd's going to call back, and praise God for the Bible questions. I'm hesitant to ask you guys to send more Bible questions because he may be let out, but if he's not let out, we do need more Bible questions.